Hello everybody, CT Lux here with you for some Smash analysis. In this series I take pivotal games and popular tournament sets and do a deep dive through them to break down the situations that lead to a player's win condition and victory. This is a new series, so by all means please leave a comment below with some feedback on this video. We're looking for ways to continue to improve these as they're made, and we want to make sure that you enjoy them. We're going to actually analyze Beyond the Summits Grand Finals for Smash Ultimate Summit 2. You have Samsora versus MKLEO. MKLEO, of course, being probably the consensus top player in the world, but Samsora definitely not too far behind him. Actually has an interesting storyline for this particular match. Samsora knocked MKLEO into losers bracket from winner semifinals with a 3-1 win. It actually tied up their season series at 4-4 apiece. So coming into grand finals, there's definitely going to be a storyline of who's going to take the advantage in the series as well as who's going to take the tournament with both of them on the line. Of course, MKLEO is going to have to win 2 sets. In order to win the tournament, Samsora just has to take 1 more. And in this match, we opened up game 1, and we're going to go ahead and skip it. We're covering just 1 game here. Game 2, very pivotal match. In a very close set, MKLEO is actually able to clutch out versus Samsora. So you have this situation where, from a momentum standpoint, Samsora's got to prove to not just the world but himself that he's able to take this game and really make a set of it, because coming down 2-0 to MKLEO is just kind of asking to get swept out of the building. So let's go ahead and open up the match and see, what happens.
Know what I'm saying?
I ain't gotta pull out the lot for you to see it, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
And they open up. Let's just kind of watch the opening neutral exchange. And we'll stop when we see something really pivotal happen. Oh, big damage coming out from Samsora.
Every time. Every time. I feel like every game I watch with
Alright, let's just stop that right now. So opening up this match, Samsora definitely comes to answer. As we mentioned, he had lost that first game and he's got to put on some sort of statement to open up. Of course, 68% to open up is pretty standard for Peach. It's one of the character's strong suits. But what was interesting from that previous exchange was you kind of saw Samsora allowing MKLEO to overcommit in neutral and playing very patient in order to find his openings. So we can go back and watch through it. You can see. Let's go and back that up a little bit. So yeah, Samsora just floating down just outside of the range and just playing it very, very patient. MKLEO overcommits on the cross up and all of a sudden 52% damage. And you're going to have 1 more damage come in right here. Overcommit and he gets that counter neutral air. And we'll keep watching this match. And Arsene's online.
I think it's just the good characters in this game kind of do that. But you're right in that it really does good things for Joker because he gets that comeback.
All right. So up until this point, Samsora's playing almost the entirety of the match in the advantage state, waiting for MKLEO to overcommit. And he's been hit off stage because, quite frankly, MKLEO is finally able to capitalize on Samsora doing his overcommit on the ledge trap with that ledge roll. We'll go back and we'll watch it. So he's putting on all kinds of pressure, putting on huge damage. Leo's going to get back to the ledge. He's going to ledge roll and and he's able to get through it. And man, he's still playing this advantage. So 1 exchange, man.
Okay, he almost got him again. The back
1 exchange so far.
He's gone.
Nice little get up tech. Was like 13 damage in this game.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. He really followed him through. That was beautiful. And then just
Wow, and he takes the whole entire stock. Okay, let's go ahead and just kind of think about what just happened. So from that 1 overcommit and countering it by MKLEO, he's able to pretty much run the entire stock back and ends up taking the first stock first. So, maybe at 8:49 there was that 1 bad counter, and we can go back and rewatch the whole entire exchange. But anytime it feels like Samsora is trying to press the advantage, he got himself into a little bit of trouble, and then he had the really good tech chase extension. We'll go back and watch it. So as we mentioned, so he's got the hit, and he has the advantage, pressuring him. Samsora's on the ledge, gets another back air. Arsene's doing huge work too. That's going to be key in managing the game, just watching the Arsene meter.
The back. Oh, I thought the back air's coming. He's gone.
So yeah, he puts himself off stage in that situation. You look at this tech roll read, gets the extension, up air, and he's going to close out the stock right there.
Just look at that. Played around the down air perfectly.
Yeah, no Arsene needed on that one. That was all Joker action. Well, except for the damage, but I mean, Joker still found the kill. Whoa! Wow!
All right, that's an interesting recovery right there. You saw that, you know, if we go back and watch it, MKLEO is going to throw out the up special for a slight stall to throw up the turnip, and he's able to just barely sneak by the neutral air. Pretty crazy, actually.
He's so evasive. He's always able to find his way around, which is why it was so remarkable when Samsara found it with that turnip at one time. Rebels guard, and Arsene is back, but he's going to be knocked.
And Samsora is able to tie up the game. You know, it's a good job by Samsora really playing a safe advantage. And you know, if you're Leo in that situation, it's got to be just a little bit of frustration because you're able to hold your own and get Arsene back online one more time, only to have Samsora, you know, clutch it out and bring up the stocks back to even.
Knocked away immediately.
I like how Samsora wasn't intimidated too when he saw the Arsene come out.
Yeah,
right there on the right side.
Definitely a good call from EE in that analysis right there. I agree.
Position. So once, you know, Leo picked a quick option, he was able to get the punish. So now, issue is, you know, he has to get this damage up and then.
Yeah. Okay. So MKLEO is actually, you know, he does some really good pressure to take an early stock lead. You know, kind of curiously in that situation, he kind of backs off, and I'm not sure why. I think he had kind of an additional place where he could have punished a little bit harder. Let's go ahead and watch it. So, you know, he has the advantage already. He gets the up air, gets the air dodge right there, and he backs off. And I think maybe in the situation, he's kind of respecting Samsora and Peach in general because Peaches like to, you know, nair out of pressure. So maybe he ran away to kind of scout out if Samsora is going to try to throw out some sort of hitbox in that pressure situation so that he's able to continue capitalizing. But Samsora being a good player himself, he, you know, just resets and they go back right to it.
Issue is, you know, he has to get this damage up, and then he also doesn't want to take.
You see the guns putting on some tack damage, but very good approach by Leo to open him up. Man, he's got that advantage.
When he gets to that 60% that Arsene's coming out, and then it really depends on where your damage is at. Like, you don't want Arsene to come out where you're already in kill percentage,
right?
Because that's just now you're just playing around bear the entire time.
I really like how just checkpoint allow with guns
Interesting.
inside B. He knows he has no reason to approach Samsora.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back and look at that exchange. You know, the whole entire time MKLEO is doing such good just damage, man. And as you can see, Samsora is already at 100%. I think it's interesting that he goes for an F smash in this situation because obviously it would have taken the stock. And as a player, sometimes you think, you know, sometimes these raw F smashes are not good in certain situations. But I think MKLEO did it very intelligently to minimize the amount of damage that he could take. Because, okay, Peach lands behind him and he knows that it might be possible. So if you think about, you know, let me draw it out so you guys can see it a little bit. Let's see. In that situation, let's back it up. Hold on.
That's just now you're just playing around bear.
All right, so here's the forward smash. It would have killed. All right, so Peach lands behind, and if he's gonna do the big, you know, down tilt strings, Peach's damage is going to kind of start occurring in this direction. And as you notice, there's not a lot of stage to work with in that direction. So, and of course, if he F smash, the F smash was covering, F smash was already covering this whole entire area right here, so he definitely couldn't land there, because if he did, you know, the damage that Peach the damage Peach has going this way as a combo extender is much more damaging. So realistically, Samsora is not going to get like a huge punishment off of that specific scenario. Go ahead and get back into watching this match.
Guns inside B. He knows he has no reason to approach Samsora when they're even stocks.
Right.
So yeah, he ends up only taking the down throw to the up tilt, not too much damage.
Really good opening. The pressure takes stage control. Really makes Samsora toss the turn and waste the time.
Hey man, I'm liking this too. I mean, it's small damage, but it's damage is damage, as I like to say. So he keeps getting.
All right, that's interesting. So they're playing a little anti and neutral, and you can see MKLEO not exactly sure how to navigate the situation. I kind of feel like throwing out the Rebels guard counter to try to bait out something that Samsora is doing. If we go back, let's look at it in a little bit more detail because I'm sure it's a pretty dense exchange.
Toss the turn, waste the time.
All right, so.
Hey man, I'm liking this too. I mean, it's small damage.
Yeah, you see, MKLEO is trying to bait out a specific option in that scenario. He sees the turnip toss because a lot of Peaches are guilty of doing a turnip toss and immediately following it up with an aerial. So you have MKLEO trying to play just a little bit ahead of the curve and wait for the follow-up, the follow-up to the turnip. We'll go back in. You can see what I mean. Oops, let me go back to full screen here.
I mean, it's small damage.
See, and he waited, but Samsora's smart. He doesn't follow up with the aerial, so nothing, no real risk to that situation. But somebody's gonna have to open up. Oh, speaking of which, opening somebody up. It was not a huge open up, but it was enough to activate Arsene. So it's gonna be an interesting situation now because Arsene's activated, but if Samsora is able to keep him off the stage the entire time, it really nullifies the advantage of Arsene coming from Joker. So let's see what he's able to do.
Here and there, Samsora finding a nice forward air. I thought he was going to Z-drop it, but instead.
Wow, textbook. And he takes that stock. Man, that's some really good textbook play. And some clutch plays coming out from MKLEO. So let's kind of back it up, from where this really started to get going. So as we mentioned, he's going to hit him, open him up. Arsene's online, and this could be trouble, but he wins that neutral exchange right there and picks up the tech option. And now he's edge guarding. Picks up the turn up. Very good play overall. Wow. Oh, wow. Immediately, two good plays back to back. Let's look at this right here. MKLEO. Let's back it up. He's able to catch the turnip with the back air because he knows that Samsora is going to want to he's going to want to down throw the turnip. I'll back it up, sorry. Let's make it a little more clear. Watch. He's going to want to down throw the turnip in this scenario to cover his landing. So, if you can imagine, let me pull out my drawing tool. Turnip's going to go straight down here. And, MKLEO is going to try to have his hitbox go off in this direction, avoiding the turnip or even catching it with an aerial of his own. Oops. Here we go. Let's keep the match moving. Interesting catch, though.
What he could have done is grab the turnip. He had to catch it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. That's
here we
good
go.
damage.
Oh, no, it's not.
Should have been.
You know what? You think it's rage?
Well, no, I think rage would have helped him out.
All right. Hold on. Let me look at here. So if you look at that, because Samsora picks up the down tilt right here, but doesn't complete the string. And I wonder if the rage in this situation is the primary factor. And I made a note to talk about this right here. So sometimes when Peach is at super high percents, you can kind of get away with being more aggressive at low percents because sometimes the combo strings that normally would rack up, to the 50 or 60% that you're used to seeing, it doesn't necessarily work as well.
Oh, no, it's not.
Should have been.
You know what? You think it's rage?
Yeah, MKLEO doing a pretty good job edge guarding, and he's got to pick up the stock at some point soon.
Yeah, okay, I see you. I'm gonna fuck with you.
But Samsora doing a good job surviving, The more damage he puts on.
And this is always nice when you're playing against Joker because that means even when you.
All right, so Arsene's online. And that's going to be an interesting dynamic because I haven't really talked about too much in analyzing this. Arsene and the meter is such a huge factor when it comes to really talking about Joker. If you're able to really control the pace of the match and control the meter and eliminate the amount of times that Joker is playing at full advantage, it's kind of the recipe for victory. So we can see right here in this situation that from a percentage standpoint, Leo's percent, it's getting pretty high. And the higher that Samsora is able to rack up this percentage, the better off he's going to be, almost to the level that if he racks it up high enough, Arsene might not be a factor at all in the last stock, you know. So let's see how much longer Samsora is able to hold on to this stock, because MKLEO is going to want to take it out now so that he's able to utilize Arsene in the next stock.
You die, you can install Arsene on respawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still holding on.
Oh,
he's
wow,
fishing.
that's so unfortunate. I mean, I'm surprised that didn't hit.
I'm always so surprised with someone like when
Yeah, and an unfortunate. You heard the commentators even talk about it. Let's go back right here. Unfortunate out smash. I don't know why that didn't hit. Like, we'll replay it one more time. Press F for MKLEO. Man. Maybe the landing from Peach. Something like that. And now he's at 107, and that disaster scenario we're talking about for MKLEO, about Arsene not being really a factor in the next stock, is definitely a possibility. Okay. You know, that was such a good stock from Samsora, and he's sitting in the driver's seat. MKLEO has almost no meter at this point. He's at 108%. Samsora is definitely in the driver's seat, primed to really take back this game. So, really good job. You know, at this point, something's going to really have to go wrong for Samsora, for Arsene to even be a factor in the match.
Get him out of here. That's actual judo. Yeah. Ring out. All right, 108 here. Oh no. This is Leo.
Wow, that up air.
Oh yeah.
Had to try for it.
All right. So MKLEO starts to put on a little bit of pressure onto Samsora, doing, you see him at 49%. The meter is halfway full. Enough that you can see that Samsora went for a parasol kill, even two. Oh man, oh, there's a bear right there. Let's go back and watch this exchange though. There's one parasol attempt number one. Yeah, man. And it's a good air dodge coming out from MKLEO, Kind of obvious that Samsora is going to go for it. It would have killed. But at the stocks and percentages, not a bad risk for Samsora to take, outside of the fact that it's MKLEO. And if you give it an opportunity, sometimes he takes it, if you give it an inch, he takes a mile, right? All right, let's keep watching this.
Hand up if you saw it. Hand up if you saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, and Bear, I was very surprised that Bear did not kill right there. Like, how does that not kill?
I mean, any hit should be able to take it as long as
And MKLEO is surviving forever, and you see the meter creeping up slowly, and I know Samsora's got to see it. And even, MKLEO sees it right there, trying to counter the turn up that time. And here it goes. There's dash attack. A godlike DI. Yeah, let's go back. Godlike DI. He's got to be so close to the blast zone. And now, at this point, the unthinkable has kind of happened for Samsora. Arsene's online, and he's in actual legitimate danger of losing what was once a very controllable game for him.
Oh, shit.
There's a back air. Almost a big pickup. Very scary for Samsora. The commentators are going crazy. And now both players are playing super nervous. You see them in shield dancing around each other. And now here we go. And there's a good counter. Yeah, let's go back and watch that. MKLEO is the clutch god. Oh my god. He gets him off stage and pressures him to stay away. And as soon as he hits that gun, it's over because counter hits and kills him. So we'll watch that one more time. You'll see he feints. There's the gun hit. And then it's over.
I love that gun usage. Places it down so Samsora.
All right, so we went through that whole game. Very good game overall. Unfortunate for Samsora, and in the aftermath of it, unfortunately for Samsora, but fortunate for MKLEO. MKLEO is able to win this set 3-0, and eventually goes on to win set 2 3-0. This was definitely one of the closer games of the set, but really kind of Samsora's last real standoff against MKLEO, trying to keep it competitive. The rest of the games, I think there was one more close game, but the other three were pretty safe for MKLEO. But a good a good game overall between the two, and good sets overall. I think that leaves their season series at 6-4. So Samsora's got some ground to make up, but he's a capable player, and I'm sure he can make it happen. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like on the video and share some feedback in the comments below. You can also find me on Twitter at ChaseTheLux. I'm always looking for more matches to go through and analyze for all of you, and in the near future, we'll be opening this up to viewer-submitted clips and matches as well. Thanks for watching.